Hello, darlings. It is I, the prettiest girl in the morgue, also known as Yue-Rose. So, since our channel's conception, how long has it been since we decided to review an actual movie? Yeah, it's been that long, if we've ever done so. But I asked you guys to vote, and boy howdy, y'all did. The first retrospective I want to go for, as far as reviews, is an old favorite TV show of mine. You know them, you love them. It's Tales from the Crypt. It's a childhood favorite of mine. I remember every Saturday, family night, pop some popcorn after dinner. We sit down in the living room and watch the good old cryptkeeper spin his tales of macabre, mystery, and a whole lot of titty. But tonight's feature's not gonna have any of that. Collection completed has one, which is great because it's actually one of my favorites. So, without further ado, grab your snacks, grab your drink, and let's start tonight's macabre feature. I would like to take a second and thank my patrons. Thank you guys so much. Every dollar keeps the electricity on, keeps my equipment nice and fresh, and keeps me fed. So thank you for the bottom of my heart for all the support. You guys are amazing. And if you would love to support this channel, please, 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 right down there's my Patreon. Back to the video.
I'd like to introduce you to my pet, Peeves. He has a terror tale of his own.
Alright, right off the bat, if you guys are not familiar with Tales from the Crypt, you're either going to really love his macabre dad jokes, or you're going to really fucking hate him. The first part, like the introduction and the ending to the episode, is going to be really grating on you if you don't like it. So that's just a forewarning, but I've never really met anybody who really hated his jokes. And fun fact, which I kind of want to make a video all on its own about the history and cool facts about Tales from the Crypt, but us millennials will recognize the Crypt Keeper's voice from a little show called Tiny Toon Adventures. And on top of that, the animatronic for the Crypt Keeper, he has Chucky's animatronic eyes from the Child's Play franchise. I believe it was just from the first one. Some cool horror facts there for you.
Tonight's skin-pimpling story is about a couple with their own pet peeves. I call this chunk of chilling charnel chatter collection completed.
So already we can kind of tell there's a theme going on with all the animal imagery.
He's here! He's here! Everybody, be quiet now.
I really love that this is about elderly people instead of like the younger or I guess middle-aged, only because you don't get many horror stories with older people, and I kind of wish we had more of that.
Welcome home!
Aw, poor baby.
Oh, you poor little thing! Oh, what's your will?
Aww.
You shut the door right on my face.
Jonas, you're home! Oh, we've been so excited all day waiting for you to get here. Here. Oh, look at this. My, that is beautiful. What is it?
That's 47 goddamn years. That's what that is. 47 years. Sun-time hand tools. 6 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Look at that thing. Some thanks.
Oh, that sucks. I honestly feel for him. Like, and the lady seems like she's like really well-meaning and she's sweet, but I think we've all have like that old relative who dedicated like hours of their time to their work, and when they retire, it's like a slap in the face, like literally. Like, spend all that time at your job, you don't spend time with your family, you don't go on vacations, you don't make memories, none of that, and you just come back with like a POS trinket of some sort. you know, the least they can let you have, I suppose. That once they retire, they don't know what to do with themselves because their job was literally their life, not livelihood, not just how they paid the bills, but their whole life revolved around that one job. And without it, they don't feel like whole people. And that is really sad. That's very telling too of our workforce, especially if you live in the States, friends.
Day I hit 65, I'm out of there.
65? Dude, I don't think my generation's ever going to be able to retire. You're a lucky duck.
I'm so sorry, but Daddy's called the party off.
Aww. Okay, that's the kind of party I want. Just, I don't want people at my party. Like, I'm sorry, but on my birthday or if I'm celebrating something, I want cute, fuzzy critters at my party. I can't imagine having to, well, I can't imagine retiring, for one, getting up whenever you want to and not being tied to, like having a whole entire routine all thrown out of whack just because you're retired.
I always take my bath at this time.
God damn it all, you have to make me say it, don't you? All right, I have to sit down. All right? I'm embarrassed now, and now I'd like a moment or two of privacy, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'll leave.
Kind of sad. Like, okay, that's like one of the horrible things about dedicating your whole life to a job is that you're not well connected with your family anymore because you spend so much time working. And here in the bathroom, it seems like, you know, they have a general like disconnect. Like, and you could kind of see it in how they are trying to work around each other because she has her schedule still and he's still trying to figure out his schedule. And they both seem like, and you'll see in a bit, totally different people. So it's almost like they have to kind of get to know each other and form a new routine, which is going to take a long time, especially if you're not, you know.
My first free weekday since I was 17.
Yeah, first free days to 17. No wonder why you guys have a big disconnect.
Here's your breakfast, honey.
Yeah, this is kind of,
What the damn hell is going on?
oh, that's kind of demeaning. But like, working all that time and then the dog gets sick and you get, was it like fucking Raisin Bran? That's kind of bullshit, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm sure that she's gonna say something like, watch your cholesterol.
What's that supposed to mean? All right, so I've been a little busy the last 47 years. I just didn't have
47?
with you night and day. I had a living to earn.
Now. It isn't that important. Just eat your breakfast.
That's kind of sad too. Like, you can tell she's really used to all his outbursts. So she's managed a calming technique for him.
Jonas, it's me, Roy.
Oh, great. Hey, Roy, buddy. How you doing, neighbor?
Anita tells me you're retired. I saw your car outside and it had me going for a while. I figured either you're sick, which I've never seen you get, or your car broke down. One or the other. Retirement just never occurred to me.
Okay, so Roy seems like he is a well-meaning neighbor. Like, we all have this like really yappy neighbor. I know I've had a couple. Really nice, really well-meaning. They want to have a genuine conversation with you because they're a social butterfly. Maybe they're an extrovert, and you just do not fucking want it. I actually used to have a neighbor that would be like super chatty. Really nice guy. Got no complaints, but sometimes after working like 6, 7, 8 hours, I'm going home. I don't want to fucking talk. I just want to go home, get me a glass of wine, maybe have a snack or something, watch a good spoopy movie. I don't want to sit there and talk for an hour. And usually when you would talk to me, it would be like an hour-long conversation. When people are really nice to me, it is hard for me to be confrontational because if I say what I actually feel, I come off as quite the asshole, even when I try and let them down nicely. And so instead of like actually talking to the guy, I went around the block, so it took me a little longer just to get home, just so like he wouldn't see me walking by. And I hate that I had to do that because it felt like, and I definitely was avoiding him, but it was just, I don't want to talk to you. Aww.
Hey, beat it, you mangy mutt. Oh. Bold as brass tacks. Tell you, I'm worried about Anita, Roy. She's obsessed with animals.
God, Roy's like giving him a bombastic side eye right now. Like, boy, do you even know who your wife is? I don't know. Roy seems like he's like legitimately offended for Anita. Just go, Roy.
Well, she's been that way since anybody in the neighborhood could remember. It's funny you wouldn't know. I seen her sitting on the green with a squirrel perched right on the top of her head.
You should totally take Roy's advice. Like, damn. Like, if that's the worst thing a partner does is talk to animals, and I mean, damn, I do that. I can't imagine my partner getting angry over me because I choose to pet the neighborhood cat, or I start talking to squirrels or some shit. Out of everything that could be possibly a horrible red flag, like, that's where you're going to draw the line. Side eye.
What the hell is this crap?
It's tuna. It's good for you.
Where'd you get this from?
I got it out of the cupboard. Looked all right to me.
Where is it? Let me see the pan.
Oh no, it's gonna end up being cat food, isn't it?
Nita, this is cat food.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, honestly, kind of fair. It does say tuna on the can. Aww, look at the chubby mans.
Come here, boy.
Jonas? You named this dog Jonas?
Okay, she named the dog after you because, newsflash dude, she misses you. You spend all your whole entire life at work.
I brought you a little treat.
A brownie? I asked for aspirin.
Go ahead, try it.
What was in there?
Your aspirin. I put it in the brownie for you.
God damn it, Anita! I'm not like your dog.
Oh god, yeah, that was a lapse in judgment from you, lady. That's a little demeaning.
I think you two ought to sit down and have a nice, long talk.
See? Roy's spitting facts.
Couldn't see that you had problems too. I'm sorry. I really am, but well, that's all in the past now. We can make a brand new start. We'll be the way we used to be. I'll rub your stomach and you can lick the back of my leg.
At this point, I think maybe she snapped a little.
Here, kitty, kitty. Here! Come here, little Mew Mew. Here, Mew Mew. Here, Mew!
Okay, now he's gonna snap.
Wait, I'm cleaning the
Aw, look at old Koi. And the cart. Like, dude, you never bathed with fish before? You are missing out on quite an experience. I've never bathed with fish before either. I always want to swim in the ocean. Never got a chance to yet.
Have you seen Skippy?
What are you doing here? Get the hell out of here! I didn't tell you you could come down here.
Well, I can't find Jonas either.
Bro, that's my house. I'm gonna get in the basement if I want to get in the basement.
Jonas is out back. I just heard him.
Jonas! Is that you? Oh, Jonas, where have you been? Mommy's been worried about you.
He's looking a little stiff. Yeah, that's a bad joke. Okay, this thing, like, kind of creeped me out as a kid, only because, I mean, I've been around taxidermy all my life. You know, when you have family members go out hunting, that's kind of like what you do in more rural areas. So, you get used to seeing, like, taxidermy. We've had a bearskin rug growing up, antlers, just a whole bunch of different stuff. But, I mean, you could say that those were ethically sourced. You don't hunt for sport, you hunt for food. So, that's what I say by ethically sourced. Now, obviously, this is not ethically sourced, but it's Tales from the Crypt, so now I think it's like cool as hell if it was ethically sourced.
You're not going to touch Mew Mew!
Just get a divorce or something, like, damn.
Oh, please, where are you?
Oh, poor squirrel. Yep, big reveal. That's why he didn't want you coming down.
But first, it's showtime. Here they are. My complete collection. What do you think?
He is enjoying this way too damn much to be pushed to the edge like this. Like, I understand, like, I was kind of demeaning of some of the things that she's done well-meaning, but she was kind of demeaning. But this is so psychologically, like, this is so traumatic.
Muscles don't tense up and they pull away from the bone.
You did it now, buddy. The activator trap card.
It's like butter.
You're not going to kill that cat.
Nina, no!
Don't.
Is this show all right with you, Jonas? That's nice. I made tuna for lunch. Your favorite.
How's Jonas?
Oh, he's really slowed down and learned how to enjoy life. He's much happier.
And the cat's just sitting on him. Honestly, now you both have a shared interest in taxidermy. You're looking a little stiff these days, Jonas. Honestly, go off, Queen. Yeah, he deserved it.
He really is.
Roy has like the right reaction. Okay, so now that that's done, what are my final thoughts? Well, this is one of my favorite season 1 episodes for a reason. I like that scaled down. In a lot of Tales from the Crypt episodes, everything is like amped up to 1,000. The storylines are a lot bigger than you would think for like a short story. There's like a lot more, maybe some more commentary with it. But I like that this one is scaled down. Like, you don't have to have a big giant epic in order to have a good story. I also like that centered around elderly people. You don't get many horror media that centers around elderly people, especially when it's something episodic like Tales from the Crypt. You might get one or two with elderly people. Mostly it's like stuff of, I want to reunite with my dead husband, or I want to be young again. But this is a totally different direction. And I like that you see kind of early on that there's a huge, I would say crack, but honestly, it's like a huge canyon-sized division between the husband and the wife, and they're two totally different people. And maybe the reason why they were able to get along was because, I don't know, the husband wasn't home at all. So when you see like little scenes of how they have to interact and how to get used to the new normal of both of them occupying the house at the same time, you could see that and this is another thing too that I like about the episode. Like, usually in Tales from the Crypt episodes, you have one side that's like obviously the good guy, and then you got the other side that's like the villain. Here, Jonas is obviously the villain. Like, animal cruelty is no joke, but you can see his side of things and you can see her side of things. And there's no indication of them having children, so they probably, given how much he worked, maybe they just never had children, and that's why she had so many animals. I'm not saying that's like the whole reason, but she did say, the animals were like her children. So, obviously she loved animals, but the animals were the ones that kept her sane while he was out working. And she seemed like a really nice person too. Like, she was well-meaning, but there were a couple things that she did that were super demeaning, so I can understand Jonas's frustration. Definitely not saying that he can go off and perform taxidermy on adorable critters that have done nothing to him, literally. And what do I feel about the twist ending? Well, can't say it's not justified. In Tales from the Crypt, if you've never watched it, they have twist endings. It's kind of like the bad guy gets to comeuppance, or something happens that's kind of like themed around the episode, and it makes sense that Jonas would be turned into a stuffed Homo sapien that you'd see at the museum. It might not be the greatest episode, Tales from the Crypt, but it's definitely one to remember And I really think it deserves a little more love than what it gets, because, I don't know, the older I get, the more I appreciate these scaled down small stories. And let's bring in some older people too. So yeah, alright, not sure what we're gonna do for the next one, but in the meantime, stay spooky. And don't forget to like and subscribe. You can even come into my Twitch. We stream every Mondays and Tuesdays. See you later in the next one. Bye.